Ladies, Ayesha Curry's latest post proves the internet will always bring up the past. Steph Curry's wife posted a nude photo online and caught backlash because years earlier, she criticized other women for wearing very little clothing. Her previous tweet said, "Everyone's into barely wearing clothes these days, huh? Not my style. I like to keep the good stuff covered up." After followers called her a hypocrite, she responded by saying she was speaking about someone who wore pasties at a Starbucks. Do you think people being too hard on Ayesha, and should people refrain, I'm sorry, should Ayesha refrain from policing what other women choose to wear? I think people are kind of hard on her all the time.
They always are.
Right. I feel that too, because everything with that pose that you just saw, it was classy.
It was.
It wasn't showing anything.
Yes.
But yet we get
see
it.
Your skin.
We build it to, your imagination. It's still classy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It's some ladies that wear so little till it's almost like you should have came out here nude because you look like a mess in that.
Yeah.
And they outside walking amongst everybody like, hey, this is what I'm rocking today. You like, baby, just can we get sprinkle some class on you, please?
There's a big difference between a beautiful photo shoot where she's covering her private parts than someone going into a Wendy's or a restaurant, a place of business where there's kids and you got your booty hanging out, titties hanging out, and there's kids there. That's two different things. And I think people are like so quick to be like, gotcha, you're a liar, you're a hypocrite. Like, use common sense. It was a damn photo shoot.
Right.
The people are sitting on G and waiting on O when it comes to making someone that is trying to be trying to be upstanding, trying to be a good mom, trying to be a businesswoman, because most people want to find the flaw. That's what they want to do, because when they find a flaw in you, it normalizes flaws in them.
Let me ask y'all something. Have y'all ever noticed that you can post something with a lot of drama and you get all these likes, and you post something positive about business or positivity and you'll get, and it's almost confusing, almost like, that's right here, I was giving love and supporting. And you guys aren't trying to, circulate that and let that go viral. But I say something that's like, whoa, out of pocket, and it's everywhere with their own little catchphrases.
But that's what it is. They sitting on G, waiting on O to find what is wrong with you, so it can make them feel better about the things that are wrong with them. Like you guys said, it was classy, it's art, it's artistic, and there's nothing wrong with it. She's a beautiful woman, she's a mother, and she should be celebrating her body as much as she can. And I think that's cool.
She recently lost like 30 pounds or something like
did.
that by, cooking it. Yeah, she lost weight and everything. So, she feels good, but people will figure out anyway, like Selena said, to justify their bad behavior about a moment for her. That moment was all hers. Let Ayesha have that, y'all.
There's some people that no matter what they do, they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. They do the same thing to Sierra. They do the same thing to Ayesha Curry. Anytime they open their mouth, they want to just be hypocrites. And you're so right, Lisa Ray, about people just focusing on the negative. And I want to just bring up, we have like about 2 minutes before the break. Last week we had KeKe on here, KeKe Wyatt, and she came on here and she talked about a whole bunch of stuff. She apologized profusely. The comments were the queen's let her off the hook. We were not giving her a real interview. I just want to address that real quick. Y'all may want to watch the whole entire interview in its entirety. Yes, we didn't come for her throat, but there was a couple moments in this interview that a couple of us tried to hold her accountable to really, take her task. And if y'all missed that, that's on y'all. But you know what? Yeah, we could have been harder on her, but this is a platform where we invite them to come on, not to be attacked and to be dragged, but to let them speak their truth. And I feel like people just like, y'all did not watch the whole thing. Y'all didn't post the clip when she was crying and apologizing, but you post the clip, that serves your narrative just to continue piling on this woman. She made a mistake. We didn't like it. No one co-signed what she did originally. That's why we had her come on so she could apologize. Don't y'all feel that? Did y'all see that online? Did y'all see any of that?
I had a couple people step into my messages and I just was like, dude, like, you have to remember there's still guests on our show and we're going to have respect for another Black woman, y'all. I mean, that's what we do here at Queens. So,
well, they got mad at us when they felt like we were overdoing it with Ice Cube. So what we're trying to do is be embracing of Black people, because that's what this is supposed to be about. Remember, we're supposed to be sticking together. Remember, and just me personally, I'm not in the business of bashing Black women anymore. I just don't want to do that anymore. I just feel like that's not what this platform is about. She came on here to say her piece, exactly what Claudia said. We don't have a heaven or a hell to put her in, and neither do y'all. So at the end of the day, if you have a problem with her, you can always go to her page and address it. But that's not what that is not what our focus was. Our focus as the queens was to give her a platform to say what she had to say. Now, whether you like it or not, that's journalism. We're supposed to be able to, see both sides of the coin. It's not journalism, even though we're not journalists, we're not claiming to be that, but we have to be non-biased. We have to be non-biased and allow people to say their piece.
And you know what? And I know we're going over. Y'all really want us to drag the Black women and coddle the Black men. That's what y'all show us time and time again. Because Ice Cube, although it got tense on the show, to my knowledge, he didn't have an issue with us. He's a grown man. He was cool with the conversation. He knows he's going to be held accountable and asked. And I think it came up worse than it really did because we were all talking at once because we were all so passionate, including him. And I invited him back. We all did. So he didn't have a problem, but y'all had a problem with it because y'all used to coddling men and y'all want to trash women. That's why reality shows where Black women are being dragged are so goddamn popular. Y'all say you don't want that shit, but that's exactly what you really want. You want blood, and you won't be happy till we drag her. And then, yes, I went back and watched the interview afterwards. I didn't like it. But guess what? Once someone apologizes and takes accountability and says, I'm sorry, I thought I was disgusting. She was disgusted at her own behavior. I think we should take her at face value, and unless she does it again. Let her apologize.
And can I say this to Claudia, just to add to it? People also need to look at the initial video that happened. Remember, we kept trying to say to her, what was the thing that made you start ranting? Yeah. And, us as celebrities, y'all, they take moments and blow them out of proportion. It's like, oh, got that moment. It was that clip that they needed. So if you went back because when I saw the video of it, I said, no wonder she got mad. So because she had a drink and they found a little button to push and they ran with it. And so when she came here, she apologized and we allowed her to.
And I do think her behavior was inappropriate in that interview. And Milan Christopher reached out to me about, why don't you have me on here? It's not about the interview. It's about it's a bigger thing. And I appreciate your interview. But we can all agree the behavior wasn't cool. That's not coddling her, but let her apologize and move on.
And that's also between her and Milan. That's going to be between her and Milan.
I want to say, when people do interviews, because I started the whole thing by saying I know what a rant is. Sometimes you got to look deeper into what was that about? Maybe before she even got on, or what triggered her that could be from her past that made it that interview right there say, stop, I'm not going any further, time out, I need a break. What if that moment was overwhelming for her, that was this let her unleash? You know what I mean? So find out what the problem was or what the consequence or the whatever was about, so then you can then say your piece. But allow people to grow. Allow them to understand where they've been so they can know where they're going. Because sometimes if you keep setting them back and suppressing them, you holding them back.
That's right.
That's what we want to do.
So we gotta take a break. But again, no one approved her initial interview. We're not making excuses for it. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good look, and she knows that. That's why she came on. Now, if she does it again, carry on. Have at it. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be back with more Cocktails of Queens when we return.